Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Command Center, where we like to put our favorite commander, maybe even yours, front and center. And you know we can't play that unless we play those three elegant letters, EDH. What does it stand for today, Hido Ken?
Well, those stand for the most noble of letters. Excellence, dignity, and honor.
Are we doing this voice the entire time?
No, sir. As a matter of fact, let's stop right now. Today, we are featuring somebody I've been trying to put a deck up against for the longest. Shouts out to my friend Newt, who sent me his deck list, and because this one is actually quite imaginative. Basically, we're talking about Kenrith.
Okay, King Kenrith.
The Returned King.
Nice. Let's talk about the stats on King Kendrick.
First of all, King Kenrith has stacks on deck. First of all, 5 color.
Yeah.
So he can either 1, give all creatures haste and trample for 1 red.
1 red, yeah.
2, he can give a creature +1/+1. 3, he can give a creature. You can give you +5 to any target player.
Mm-hmm.
He can make any target player draw 2 cards, or he can bring a creature back from any player's graveyard and give it back to that person. So they pretty much been calling him the Hug King, but basically we do it for ourselves.
Okay.
Now the whole theme of this deck is a royal regal theme, as you will see with some of the cards that we're picking out. Also, one caveat: it has to be legend. Wait for it.
Gary?
Of course.
Okay.
So let's kick it off from the top. So the first thing the royal family gonna need are the prince and the princesses. So we're gonna bring in Will and Rona. They're both their Planeswalker cards. Now, if you haven't seen these 2 cards, they were released in Battle Bonds.
Battle Bond.
Or as I like to call, the gift from the Commander Gods. Because that set was immaculate. The next card I want to feature up is the Circle of Loyalty. Because if a king is trying to rule, he's going to need some knights to help back him up, right?
Okay.
Now, the Circle of Loyalty is a legendary artifact. When it comes in, first of all, it's an anthem. All your creatures get +1/+1. Mm-hmm. Anytime you cast a legendary spell, you get a 2/2 knight. And you can also tap, pay 3 in the white, tap it, and then create a 2/2 knight.
Okay.
So it's a lot of stuff to do, but you know, it's the Circle of Loyalty.
Yeah, you're building up that army.
Exactly.
Building up that knights at a round table.
You gotta protect the king.
Okay.
Now, if we're talking about knights, there's another knight I like to feature.
Who's that?
This knight is Varchild, the Wild Child.
I've never figured out where to put this guy.
And this is where you put him. Tell him what he does.
All right, so Varchild is a 3-drop, 2 in a red. When he deals combat damage to a player, that player gets survivor creature tokens equal to the amount of damage that you dealt to them.
Now, when you create survivor tokens can attack everybody else
Except
but you.
Yeah.
And what happens when he leaves the battlefield?
So if he leaves the battlefield, keyword leave, you gain control of all survivor tokens.
So you have a knight that's building his own army. Next up to the battlefield, we got to bring up my boy Arvad the Curse.
Okay, so Arvad the Curse came out in Dominaria. Say it with me now.
One of my favorite sets.
Dominaria. All right. 3 white and a black. Death Touch Lifelink. The important thing on this, all of your other legendaries get +2/+2.
And what are we playing in this deck? Nothing but what?
Legends.
I'm telling you. So, now I know what you guys thinking. With all these knights running around, they still need a captain. Somebody to keep them in line while they're destroying the lands and burning the fields. I nominate Captain Sisse.
Well, normally she's captain of the Weatherlight up in the sky, but I think she can manage an army on the ground.
I'm telling you, man, she can run the battlefield. Now, Captain Sisse, if you lived under a rock, what does she do?
So Captain Sisse, this is her ability. Tap her, and you can search your library for any legendary card and put it into your hand.
I don't think you guys understand. Legendary card. That can be a legendary land, creature, artifact, enchantment, or planeswalker.
There's legendary sorceries now.
Oh yeah, that's the thing because of what?
Dominaria.
Now, an army is only as strong as its soldiers. And your soldiers gotta be tough, don't they?
They do.
Coming to the battlefield, we present to you Sun Quan. Now, I know what y'all looking at me like, who is Sun Quan? And you know what? You may not know who he is because he comes with this ability some of y'all ain't even heard of. It's called horsemanship. Now, the horsemanship is a mechanic where it's kind of like in between flying and walking. So that's the best way I can describe it. You on a horse, a flyer can't touch you, and somebody on the ground can't touch you. The only person who can touch you is somebody with horsemanship, and that's a rare thing.
Yeah. So horsemanship is basically, for all intents and purposes, it means unblockable. That's all. All your creatures get unblockable. That's what we're doing here.
Now, because I'm the king and I'm rocking Kenrith, there's a couple of things that I need to assert my power. First is Supreme Verdict.
Okay.
First of all, Supreme Verdict says, I destroy all creatures. And they cannot. I have thus decreed they cannot be regenerated.
Yeah.
Oh, and this spell can't be countered.
Yeah.
That's the key part.
Yeah, you lay in your hand down.
You laying the Mac down. The next word, since a king and his judgment is final, is the plea for power. Now, I'm gonna need you to explain to them what that does.
So, plea for power is one of those conspiracy type cards. So, will of the council. Starting with you, each player votes for time or knowledge. If time gets more votes, you take an extra turn after this one. If knowledge gets more votes or is tied, you get to draw 3 cards.
Now, since we are talking to our council about how we should rule, there's another card we need to put out there called Split Decision.
Yeah, so split decision, again, another will of the council card. Choose target instant or sorcery spell. Starting with you, each player votes for denial or duplication. If denial gets more votes, counter that spell. If duplication gets more votes or is tied, you get to copy that spell, and you get to choose new targets for the copy.
It's a beautiful day. Now, it may be an emergency in the kingdom.
Uh-huh.
You know, one of your enemies might have got Brody and did something to try to invade your territory. And that's when you whip out one of my favorite cards, Time of Need.
Oh, I love this card.
Time of Need is a 2-drop that says, go get you a legendary and put it in your hand.
I need a hero. That song comes on every time I think about this card.
You need a hero. Gangsta Grizzle. We're not going that far.
Okay.
Now every kingdom, y'all seen Game of Thrones. If you gonna stay on your throne, you gonna need some people out there doing the dirty work for you. You need sleeper agents. And that's when we come with Zancha.
Yeah, Zancha is the sleepiest of agents.
Zancha says when she comes into the battlefield, she automatically goes to one of your opponents. You can pay 3. Tree. Do how much damage?
They lose 2 life and you get to draw a card.
You get to do damage to your enemies while also getting card advantage.
That's right. The other advantage to this is other players can do this as well, but also Zancha cannot attack you.
Now, I know what you're saying. We're playing legendaries.
Yeah.
What if they die? What if they go to the graveyard? I mean, Kenrith can bring back creatures, but I might be losing something valuable. Who we got for that?
So we have Kenrith, the Hidden Hand. I don't give this guy much love ever since he came out a couple years ago or last year, but he has a use here.
First of all, he's an absent elf advisor. Who else to help a king but one of his advisors?
Yeah.
And he says you can exile 2 legendaries from your graveyard to cast 1.
Yep. Most important thing also is that your legendary spells cost 1 less to cast.
And he makes it cheaper too.
Yep.
So there's a bunch of things, legendaries, that you can add to this deck to just make it go off. But we're just trying to have a little fun with it.
Yeah,
You know,
I'm loving this theme.
I know.
This theme. Like, where's Queen Marchesa? Like, does she get play in this?
Oh yeah, she gets much play in this.
Okay.
And we also get Rain of Power too. That's a nice little blue spell that I like to keep under the dirt. Yeah. But you know what? There's plenty of things that you add to this to keep this whole theme and make this deck even more fun. As a matter of fact, if you guys want, you can put down in the comments some of the cards you suggest to add to this whole Regal deck. And if you see some cards you guys like and you're trying to figure out where to buy them, well, we recommend TCG. They have great price. And if you guys are looking at some of these cards that we're presenting because you've never seen them before, check out TCG. They have some great prices, and you will also be helping out the channel if you use the affiliate link at the bottom.
Yep. So for now, thank you for making it this far. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Hit the bell, the notification, so that you know that every time we post a video, hopefully you'll get the alert. But until next time, peace.